Well, like I said, this past primary that was supposed to be May but ended up being in June was the first time I voted by mail. And I didn't have a lot of confidence in it because I applied online for my ballot and I got it and I voted and I got an email it was received and processed. This was before actual election day. Then I got a whole nother ballot in the mail after that. So really, I could have voted twice. And a lot of people said that they got more than one ballot in the mail, which doesn't give me confidence on the integrity of the whole process. Um, and then you had to sign the outside of the envelope. And they had on the news, local news, that there were these inspectors. And if they thought your inside signature didn't match the outside one, they would just throw your ballot away. And they have the right to do that, which again seems kind of unfair, you know? Like I didn't know ahead of time I was supposed to match the signature. So who knows if my signature matched well enough. So I would say quit sending out more than one ballot to people and, just somehow make the mail-in ballots more trustworthy by having them, like, you don't have to have them in the mail. Like when you go in to vote in person, they check your name off, so you could only vote once. So maybe you could do the same thing for mail in. Instead of literally mailing them, you bring them somewhere and they check your name off and you kind of hand it in person, and that's it. You voted. It doesn't have to go through the US mail. And I think it wouldn't make it easier.
Why can't we just go back to digital? Literally, one of my first time, I got to enjoy that for 1 year, maybe two, maybe twice, but 1 year definitely, where it's just like, oh, you have to go voting. Okay, this is my first time. Step inside the booth, and it was a nice little electronic thing. You could just, here's the listing from the candidates. I think they even still had the blurbs, but you could just touch, boop, 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 boop. And I think they even had a party thing where you could do all Republicans or all Democrats or something. I don't like that. I like to do, it should all be case by case. But it was just, boop, 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 boop. And it took literally 2 minutes at the most. And then after the 2001 election, it was paper ballots, and it's ridiculous. It feels like I'm taking a test again. I hate having to wait in line, and then you come in, you have to sit on a desk. There's no chair, of course. You with a stupid pen, and you got to read and then fill it in all perfectly, just like those stupid standardized testing we did in high school, where it's so tedious, and you get paranoid. Just okay, if I don't fill this in right, if I don't do it perfectly, or if I go outside the lines, it might not count. And you have to go up, wait in line for them to put your sheet in. It's ridiculous that ever went away. Like, progress, reversion. Like, heaven forbid we could evolve. No, let's devolve. Why don't we?
Having an easier way to vote without having to go out into the pandemic would be great. Without having all those people in the voting booth, it just seems too cramped, even with masks and social distancing.